Hello, and welcome back. I hope I look a little better this time because I was realizing as I was editing the black lipstick looked kinda... Yeah, I think I need to learn how to do that better. Anyway, in my last video, I introduced you to When I Found You, a song from 2012 that has now completely gone missing. And that's the bad news. So remember in my last video how I said that this screamer video was the only evidence of How I Found You even existing? And now that's gone. Now my video is the only re-upload of that, and that means that aside from that tiny little clip I put in my video, all traces of this song are gone, is what I would say, but we'll get back to that. But I choose to be an optimist because the song was not taken down due to copyright, it was taken down by the uploader, which means they still have access to this channel, which is pretty crazy because this was 14-ish years ago, I don't remember. But I shot an email to the owner of the channel just to see if, he has any insight on this song or if he had any copy of it maybe. Hopefully I'll hear something back, but I'll let you know once, if I get a reply. I said I'd get back to something, we're getting back to it now. In the fall of 2012, a Pennsylvania local access radio show hosted a segment called Breakfast with Brandy, where people would call in and talk to the host Brandy Moore about their problems and get some advice. It was really hard to find, but I have to thank this Redditor for pointing it out to me. There is a YouTube channel with every single episode of Breakfast with Brandy archived, including November 21st, when Michelle Alloway would appear on the show. So here's where I'm going to tone it down a bit because knowing what we know about this song and what happened afterwards with the Alloway family, it's kind of dark listening to it back. So I'm going to play the clip for you guys. I'm going to give you guys a warning here. This part is pretty disturbing, and knowing what we know, that makes it even worse. And even without the context, it's pretty upsetting to listen to. And yes, you do hear what is implied to be What I Found You, but it's far too low quality to even be considered any sort of substantial find.
Now for our call-in advice segment, we have Michelle from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Michelle, what made you decide to call today?
Yes, I have a daughter. She's 17. Her name is Sierra. She's a wonderful young lady. She gets straight A's in school, and she's co-captain of the theater club, but she's been acting odd lately.
Odd? How so?
Well, ever since that one song came out, I can't tell you the name of it off the top of my head, but she's only listening to that one song all day. She plays it as loud as she can get her speakers to go, and the rest of my family and I can barely think anymore. I can barely get her to go to school anymore. She has dishes in her room with maggots in them. I tried to take her iPod away, but she started yelling and calling me all these awful names, which she would never do. She's such a mild-mannered girl.
Well, teenagers can be iffy, Interests come and go, especially with girls her age. Now, of course, yelling at your mother isn't right, but maybe she's on her, what?
No, it's been 3 months now.
What? Michelle, I'm so sorry. I'm having trouble hearing you. Could you maybe turn whatever's on down?
I'm trying. Sierra, honey, I'm on the
phone. Yeah, so like I said, it's really hard to listen to. You can really hear how Michelle's at the end of her rope, and you can tell just how far Sierra has gone. I scrubbed the entirety of that channel, from its very beginning all the way until the show ended in 2015, and there was no further mention of the Alloway family. And I tried to see if Brandy had any sort of social media contacts, and the only thing that I could find was a defunct Breakfast with Brandy Twitter account that had been abandoned. So the bad news is we lost a lead, but the good news is we gained another. I'm hoping that somebody in the local Pennsylvania area knows about Breakfast with Brandy, or maybe somebody knows the person that was archiving this or something. I don't know. I mean, the Last Media community has found these sorts of things through crazy means, and maybe something will get found. I don't know. Yeah, but like I said, it's a bit of a short one today. I'm gonna get going now, but if you know anything, please let me know. Bye!